Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today I want to talk about the champion point system. They added new perks and they made some balance changes. These things will go live when the Blackwood chapter launches. We are currently on the public test server, week 1, week 2. So there might be changes later down the road. Let's take a quick look at what they actually said, and please, on eso-hub.com, link in the description. We will obviously also update all the perks and so on, so you know the values, and the champion points calculator will also be updated, as well as all the builds on alcasthq.com once we get closer to the launch. So Zenimax, this here is the patch notes. In response to the feedback that there is still too much vertical progression in the champion point system, we have further reduced the maximum number of stages for passive stars non-slotted available. This will lower the vertical progression cap to 1560 rather than 2100 in the Warfare tree, and 1626 rather than 2352 in the Fitness tree. So this will reduce the maximum power of the champion point system as well. So overall it will take less champion points to reach the cap. I actually do think that's a good thing, and I do like that that Sauce took a lot of the feedback. They said they were gathering feedback during update 29, and they implemented a lot of things for update 30. It was unnecessary for it to be that high. This is a way better value. It's still super high for most people. We know that Zenimax once said the average player has like 400 champion points. So what exactly? Let's take a look at the new stuff first before we look at the changes. They added Master at Arms, increases your damage done with direct damage attacks by 2%. Let me put some points in here so I can show you the value. So it goes up to 10%, pretty much like all the others here, right? So this one was kind of missing in update 29, but it's here now. You will still have to choose from 4 ones. So the good thing is they can add more of these perks and not really change the power balance, because you still can only slot 4 of them. What else is new? Weapons Expert increases your damage done with light and heavy attacks by 3%. So you can get up to 15% extra light and heavy attack. If your build, if all you do is doing light or heavy attacks, then this is good, but otherwise these perks are obviously better, because light attacks are only a smaller portion of your overall damage. Next, here in Mastered Curation, previously when we look at the live server stuff, there has only been Blessed, increases your healing done by 1% per stage. And now they added a complete new sub-tree, mostly for healing related things. Hope Infusion, healing yourself or an ally under 50% health grants them minor heroism for 1 second for every 300 magic recovery you have. This effect can occur once every 10 seconds per target. Okay, but doesn't really sound... I mean, minor heroism is not bad, but it doesn't really sound like you will get it for a long duration. From the Brink, whenever you heal yourself or an ally under 25% health, you grant them a damage shield that absorbs up to 2200 damage per stage for 6 seconds with a 30-second cooldown. This is actually interesting. This effect can occur once every 30 seconds per target. So this one is actually really strong. I like it. The question is just when it procs. It probably procs on the next healing tick. An 11,000 damage shield on each player every 30 seconds is actually pretty good, because often you don't drop below 25%. And when you do, you're most likely dead the next tick, so this could really save your ass. I actually do like this one. Good one. And Livening Overflow. Overhealing yourself or an ally grants them health, magicka, and stamina recovery equal to 0.5% of your max magicka up to a cap of 150 for 6 seconds. How much? Wait, let me read again. What was the... Of your max magic. Okay, how much max magic do you have? 28? Okay, 30.7k. I was thinking that my buff was wasn't on. Yeah, so it's fairly easy to actually reach the 150 cap. Sure, not bad. That's actually a decent recovery. For 6 seconds, and it has a 12 seconds cooldown, but also once again per target. Yeah, cool. Salve of Renewal. Whenever you remove a harmful effect from yourself or an ally, you sanctify the ground beneath them and heal them and allies within 8 meters for 1280 health per stage. 10-second cooldown. Yeah, that... If this was a heal over time, this would be good. But if it only ticks once, not that good, because you can't really control the proc. Yeah. But I do like these two. But I don't really like these two. But it's good that there is more options now for healers, because that was one of the issues, that there wasn't just enough things to choose from that were interesting. Now they made a few changes and they so now let's see, like the balance changes. They downgraded a lot of stuff from like 4 stages to 2. So one example, when we look at the calculator here, Eldritch Insight here, it has 4 jump points. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can get 4 times 260 max magicka. But on the Blackwood test server, you can only get 2 times 260. So you only get 520 max magicka instead of 1040. So yes, we will get nerfed, but it's only a very small amount, because the strong perks didn't change, right? Deadly Aim, Thaumaturge, like these that need to be slotted are still have the same power level, and these are actually the most important ones. Tireless Discipline, same thing here. It only goes up to 2 now. Staving Death also changed. Now here is interesting, Hardy. It used to be 4% on the live server, now it's only 2. Same thing for Elemental Aegis. But Preparation actually changed. So this is one of the more important ones. So they were actually smart in changing this. On the live server, Flames of Oblivion, Flames of Ambition, DLC. 2% per stage, so you can get 8% damage reduction. But on the Blackwood PTS, this one actually got buffed. So it's 5% per stage. So you get 10%. So it's basically, you need to spend less points, but you get more damage mitigation. This is good, because that was also one of my issues that I had. That like most people go for cookie cutter first and then they care about damage mitigation. But now just putting 20 points in here gives you 10% damage reduction already. This is very nice. Yeah, there's a few more obviously, but not worth mentioning. Same thing here, still the same values. It's mostly the things that got nerfed a little bit. Heroes Vigor. Previously, you also got more. Now it's got cut in half, so you have overall less health value. Same thing for break free, block cost, and so on. But overall, these don't really matter that much, because the important ones, the ones that you need to slot, still the same thing. As a conclusion, I would say they actually did a good job adding some of the missing perks, or like that they added new perks, and they managed to not reduce the power of the player that much, but they reduced the amount needed. So they did that by tuning down the perks that don't give that much power already, and they left the ones that give you more power alone. So this is a good thing. Overall, I'm very happy with the changes. Like I mentioned before, we will update this once Blackwood goes live. as well as all the other things on the champion points overview page, and the builds will also be updated. I will put the links in the description. Let me know in the comment section below what do you think about this, and please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Cheers.